My beloved child, today I am speaking to you directly, and I will give you a lesson that will change your life forever. I am here to teach you the power of choosing not react to everything and to save your life from being ruined by the world's chaos. My child, in a world where everyone seeks a reaction, people insult you because they want to control you. They ignore you because they want to break you. They spread lies just to see you fall apart. Most people react instantly, emotionally, loudly. They lose their peace, they lose their control, they lose their power. The sad truth is, most people do not even realize how much of their lives they destroy with their own reactions. That one argument that ruined a friendship, that one text message that ended a relationship, that one moment of anger that changed everything. So today I'm asking you to slow down and listen, because if you truly understand what I'm about to say, you will become not just a survivor, you will become untouchable, calm, strong, focused, peaceful. Lesson 1, reacting means the world controls you. When someone can press a button and make you angry, when someone can say one sentence and your whole mood changes, when you allow their insult, their silence, their opinion to shake you, you are no longer in control of your life. You are being controlled like a puppet, and the strings are your emotions. People think that reacting quickly means they are strong, but reacting fast does not mean you are powerful. It means you are easy to manipulate. Every time you react without thinking, you give away something precious, your peace, your energy, your power. Now think about this. How many moments in your life were destroyed because you reacted too fast? How many times did you scream at someone you loved and then regret it later? How many times did you reply to a message in anger and then wish you could unend it? This is what emotional slavery looks like. You may not be wearing chains on your hands, but your emotions are being controlled by the world around you. And the worst part, you do not even realize it. The solution, the 5-second rule that changes everything. Here is what strong people do. They pause. Next time someone disrespects you, next time someone lies, yells, ignores, or insults you, do not speak, do not move, do not react. Just breathe. Inhale, exhale for 5 seconds, and in those 5 seconds, you take back the one thing nobody else should ever have, your control. Because when you pause, something magical happens. The emotion starts to fade, the fire starts to calm, and your mind starts to think instead of burn. You can still respond if needed, but now your words will be strong, not stupid. Your actions will be wise, not emotional. This habit, this one pause, will change your entire life. In relationships, in business, in fights, in family drama, in everything. Because when you do not react, you are not weak, you are powerful, you are untouchable, you are free. Lesson 2, most reactions become regrets. There are moments in life you wish you could go back and erase. One message, one word, one shout, one decision made in anger, made in fear, made without thinking. And those are the moments you carry for years. You do not carry the insult they gave you. You carry the way you reacted. You do not carry the failure. You carry the way you broke down when it happened. You do not carry the problem. You carry your emotional reaction to it. People think that reacting quickly means they are real or honest, but in truth, fast reactions come from pain, not power. Reacting is what you do when you are trying to survive, not when you're trying to grow. You scream when you feel small, you blame when you feel weak, you fight when you feel hurt. But once the moment is gone, what is left? Guilt, shame, regret. You start to realize you should have stayed quiet, you should have taken a moment, you should have let it go. But by then it is too late, because reactions once made cannot be deleted. Words do not go away, actions do not disappear, and people do not forget. Think about it. How many people have you pushed away because you reacted too fast? How many arguments could have been avoided? How many relationships could have been saved? How many peaceful days did you ruin just because you allowed a bad moment to control you? And here's the most painful truth. Sometimes you do not realize what you lost until it is too late to fix it. The solution, train yourself to respond, not react. This is a mindset, a muscle, a daily discipline. When something painful happens, practice this one sentence in your mind. This emotion is real, but this reaction is a choice. Yes, you feel hurt. Yes, it is unfair. Yes, you want to scream, but do not. Instead, pause, close your mouth, still your body. Let the emotion rise, but do not move. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel the anger, the sadness, the fear, but only in silence. Name it. Ask, am I reacting to the moment or to something old that still lives in me? Wait 10 minutes or 1 hour or even a day. Then and only then respond with truth, with calm, with power. This one habit can save relationships. It can save your peace. It can save your future. Because reacting might feel strong in the moment, but peace is stronger, and peace never creates regret. Lesson 3, silence is a superpower. The world loves noise. People are constantly talking, arguing, explaining, justifying, trying to prove they are right, trying to win, trying to look strong. But here is a truth you will not hear in most messages. The strongest people are not the loudest ones. They are the quiet ones who do not need to speak to prove anything. You see, silence is misunderstood. People think silence is weakness, that if you are quiet, you are scared, that if you walk away, you are afraid. But the truth is the opposite. It takes more strength to stay calm than to shout. It takes more wisdom to walk away than to argue. It takes more power to say nothing when everything in you wants to fight. Silence is control. Silence is focus. Silence is dignity. Because when you stay silent, people do not know what you are thinking. They do not know what your next move is. They do not know if they have hurt you or if you have already won. And that mystery is power. The solution? Use silence as a weapon, not a weakness. You do not need to respond to every insult. You do not need to explain yourself to people who already made up their minds. You do not need to post, message, defend, or fight for your dignity. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing. Let your silence speak louder than your words ever could. Here is how to use silence as power. In conflict, say, "I understand," and walk away. Do not argue. Let their own words burn them. In drama, do not join the noise. Step back. Let the truth rise by itself. In disrespect, do not shout. Do not cry. Do not explain. Look them in the eyes and say nothing. People will notice, and when they do, you win. Not by reacting, but by rising above. Lesson 4. Not everything deserves your energy. One of the greatest mistakes you can make in life is trying to fight every battle, defend yourself in every argument, prove your worth to every critic, respond to every message, every insult, every misunderstanding. It sounds brave, but in reality it is how you destroy your energy, your peace, your focus, and your future. Because here is what you must understand. Not everything is worth your time. Not everyone deserves a reaction from you. Not every problem needs your emotional investment. You have limited energy in a day, and every time you give it to the wrong person, you have less left for the right things. You give your energy to gossip, you lose energy for your goals. You give your energy to hate, you lose energy for love. You give your energy to what drains you, and then wonder why you feel empty. Some people want your reaction not because they care about you, but because it feeds their ego to see you disturbed, broken, triggered. They do not want peace, they want drama. And if you keep stepping into their world, you will never build your own. The solution: learn to protect your energy like it is gold. Here is what you must do. Create a list in your mind. What deserves my energy today? If it is not on that list, walk away from it. Do not fight small battles. You are not here to win arguments. You are here to win your life. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. If they already judged you, your words will not change anything. Respond only where growth is possible. If the conversation will not help you rise, it is a trap. This is not weakness, this is wisdom. You do not have to show up for every fight you are invited to, because peace is not found in winning every battle. Peace is found in knowing which battles are not worth fighting at all. Lesson 5. The one who stays calm wins. The world respects people who stay calm when everything is falling apart. Calm people are trusted. Calm people are respected. Calm people make better decisions, build better relationships, and live stronger lives. Why? Because when you stay calm, you keep your power. When you stay calm, you see clearly. When you stay calm, you become the leader in every room, even if you say nothing. Most people live like storms. They shout, panic, cry, blame, react, lose control, and wonder why nothing works. But the person who stays calm, they become the storm's opposite, the stillness that scares it away. Calmness does not mean you do not feel pain. It means you have learned to hold pain with strength, not with panic. The solution: build the discipline of calmness. Calmness is not natural. You have to train for it like a warrior trains for battle. Here is how. Breathe deeply, often. Breathing is not just a habit, it is a weapon. When your body is calm, your mind listens. Observe before speaking. Let people show who they are. Let situations unfold. Then respond with strategy, not emotion. Detach emotionally before you act. Ask yourself, am I acting from truth or from pain? If it is pain, wait. If it is truth, proceed. Practice calmness in small things. Spilled coffee, delayed train, a rude message. These are your training sessions. The more you practice calmness in small storms, the more ready you will be when life throws the big ones. Remember, anyone can scream, anyone can cry, anyone can panic. But the one who can sit in the fire and still see clearly, still speak gently, still move wisely, that person wins. Because life always follows the calm mind, not the loud one. Lesson 6. Reaction is habit, response is power. Most people do not realize this. They are not reacting because they are angry. They are reacting because they have always reacted. Reacting has become their habit. It is automatic. It is emotional. It is not a choice anymore. And when something becomes a habit, you stop questioning it. You just do it. Someone disrespects you. You fight back. Someone ignores you. You cry. Someone cuts you in traffic. You scream. You do not stop to ask, do I need to react to this? You just react because that is what you have always done. But here is the powerful truth. Reaction is automatic. Response is intentional, and only one of them leads to peace, success, respect, and power. Let us understand the difference. A reaction is fast, emotional, uncontrolled. It comes from a wounded place inside you. A response is calm, clear, conscious. It comes from a powerful place inside you. The person who reacts is like a volcano, loud, wild, destructive. But the person who responds is like the ocean, deep, steady, untouchable. You must ask yourself today, are you reacting like a machine or are you responding like a master? Those who respond rule their life. Those who react are ruled by their emotions. The deep reason for reacting is that you are unaware of your wounds. If you were always ignored as a child, you will overreact to being ignored now. If you were once humiliated, you will overreact to any small disrespect. If you were once abandoned, you will overreact to distance in a relationship. Reacting is not about the person in front of you. It is about the pain inside you that was never healed. Until you understand that, you will keep reacting to things that do not deserve your pain and keep giving your peace to situations that do not deserve your attention. The solution. Turn reaction into awareness, then into response. You can break the habit, you can reprogram your mind. Here is how. Pause before everything. Even if it is just one breath, take it. Break the automatic chain. That one breath creates space, and space is where power lives. Ask yourself one question. Is this about now or about something old? Many times the emotion you are feeling is not about the present moment. It is a memory, a wound, a trigger. Awareness is how you take control back. Respond with truth, not emotion. Truth is strong, emotion is unstable. Speak only when your truth is clear and your heart is calm. Practice response daily, even in small things. Train yourself when you are cut off in traffic. Train yourself when your friend forgets to text back. Train yourself when life feels unfair. Each moment is practice. Each breath is a chance to become stronger. The world does not need more reactors. It needs more responders. Because the people who stay calm, the people who choose awareness over anger, the people who think before they speak and feel before they act, those are the ones who rise, those are the ones who lead. Those are the ones who are remembered not for their noise, but for their grace. And now the question is yours. Will you keep reacting from the pain of your past? Or will you start responding from the strength of your future? Lesson 7. If you want peace, let go of ego. There is a reason people suffer so much in silence. It is not always because of pain, it is not always because of fear, it is not even because of others. Most of the time it is because of ego, that silent, invisible voice inside that says, they should have treated me better, I need to prove I was right, I deserve more respect. They do not see my value and that hurts me. I cannot let them win, and so you react, you respond, you fight, you explain. Not because it is necessary, but because your ego is burning for attention. But what you do not realize is ego is not your power. Ego is your prison. It is the reason you stay stuck, angry, bitter, unfree. The ego wants to be seen, loved, admired, respected, and praised all the time. But when the world does not give you those things, and it will not, the ego panics. And when the ego panics, you react. You shout in the middle of an argument because your ego says, they cannot talk to me like that. You reply to a hate comment because your ego says, they do not know who I am. You explain your side in every fight because your ego says, I must defend myself. But here is the truth nobody wants to hear. You do not need to defend what is already real. You do not need to prove what already exists, and you do not need to be loud to be right. The moment you drop the ego, you rise because the ego lives in pain, but your soul lives in peace. Why ego makes you react? Because ego is loud. It cannot accept disrespect. It cannot tolerate rejection. It cannot survive silence. And so every time someone challenges your worth, every time someone forgets your value, every time someone walks away without explanation, your ego explodes. But here is the danger. Ego wants revenge. Your soul wants freedom. And if you keep choosing ego, you will keep losing peace. You will react to every comment. You will argue with every fool. You will destroy relationships just to win temporary wars. But when the war ends, you will be alone with your ego and without your peace. The solution: let go of ego, choose peace every single time. This is the most important part. You cannot master your emotions if you do not confront your ego. Catch the voice the moment you feel the urge to prove, fight, attack, or explain. Pause. Ask, is this my soul speaking or my ego screaming? Let people be wrong about you. It is hard, but it is powerful. Not everyone deserves access to your truth. Let them misunderstand you. Let them talk. You do not owe everyone a version of yourself that makes them comfortable. Stop fighting to be right. The need to be right is often the reason we stay stuck in the wrong energy. Ask yourself, what is more important, being right or being at peace? Choose silence where ego wants to scream. The next time someone disrespects you and you feel the fire rising, breathe, smile, walk away. Not because you are weak, but because you are not ruled by something as fragile as ego anymore. Remember, your worth is not a debate. You do not need to react to prove it. You do not need to speak to protect it. You just need to live it with calmness, with clarity, and with quiet confidence. When you let go of ego, something beautiful happens. You stop chasing validation, you stop reacting to noise, you stop proving your worth. And for the first time in your life, you feel light, you feel free, you feel unshakable. Because peace does not live in the loud, it lives in the still, in the calm, in the quiet heart that no longer needs to win every argument. That is the kind of strength most people never find, but you just did. Now, choose it. Not once, not twice, but every day. Because the less you need to react, the more power you truly have. And the less ego you carry, the more peace you will feel forever. Now you know the truth. You do not need to react to everything. You do not need to fight every battle. You do not need to prove your worth to people who never saw it in the first place. You do not need to carry the noise, the drama, the pain. Just because the world throws it at you, you are more than your reactions, you are more than your anger, you are more than the storms that come and go. You are calm, you are deep, you are steady, and now you are free. From this moment forward, may you never lose your peace again, not for anything, not for anyone. May your silence become your strength. May your calmness become your confidence. May your wisdom become your way of life. And whenever the world tries to pull you into chaos, pause, breathe. Remember who you are. You do not belong in the noise. You were born for something greater: peace, purpose, and quiet power. So stay still, stay true, and keep rising silently. Because sometimes the loudest thing you can ever say is nothing at all. My beloved, if this message has touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Stay connected and be the first to receive the next life-changing message that can uplift your spirit and transform your journey.